Welcome English 1A scholars. So today we are talking about that 3.12 part 2 that needs to be done. It's going to help you with analyzing a text so that you can make a claim and back it up with evidence from what you read. You'll know you got it whenever you're able to use two quotes from the text that prove your claim, use in-text citations to tell where you got the quotes from, and explain the reason the quote helps to prove your claim. Big thing to note, plagiarism, just don't do it. So your assignment should be mostly, if not all, in your own words, your own ideas. So big deal with this, we want to make sure that we understand that you're getting it, not whether or not a website has it. If you need to look at a website to get more information to help you out with it, we understand that, but it should be mostly your own words, your own ideas. So even if you're using the ideas in the same order as a website, then that is still plagiarism. So you just need to be careful of that. And if you have any questions about it, please feel free to let me know, and I will help you out in making sure that you understand it and you don't have that issue. All right. Thesis statement. The thesis statement for part 3.12 part 2. Big deal is we have, how does the author use structure to create surprise in the excerpt from The Cask of Amontillado by Edgar Allan Poe. So big deals here as we see that it's talking about the author using structure to create surprise. He's chosen this order of the text to make the surprise in the story. So we would literally want to start our answer with restating this question. So you don't want to use who, what, when, where, why, how. You want to make sure that you're starting with a noun, a something from the question itself. So we could say the author uses structure to create surprise in the story. Yes, it is nearly the same wording as what you found in the question, but that's okay. That lets us know that you understand what you're going to be answering, and you're pretending like the person that's reading this has no clue why you're answering what you are. So you want to give them the heads up of what you're writing about. And then we go down here and we can make the restatement. Before we even get to the other stuff in there, we can say the order of the events, aka structure, in this story created surprise. Bam, done. So you've got the beginning and the end. Now you just need at least two quotes of evidence and use those in-text citations and give the reasons why you chose those quotes. So I did give you a possibility of quotes. These are 5 quotes that you could look through, see if they work for what you're thinking you would like to say about how this helped to create the surprise. So maybe it's the surprise itself, maybe it's what led up to the surprise, maybe it's something that it gave in the text to help out. And so I'm giving you one. It says it shows an eerie location, but does it in the way that makes it seem non-threatening, because here we see that it's in a deep location where they hold bodies. It's foul there, and the torch that they had went from being a big flame to glowing, so now it's a really dark and scary place. So it shows that it's an eerie location, but it's not too threatening yet, so it's kind of leading up to what is going to be the big deal. So how did I turn this into what would be a part 2? I'd take the quote part that is important, so I knocked out, "Be it so," I said, offering him my arm. He leaned upon it heavily. And I only used the part that helped to describe the location. And then I said, this quote proves the claim because it shows that it's an eerie location that the narrator is taking Fortunato to, but it does so in a way that makes it seem non-threatening. Thus, when the surprise happens, it is a true surprise to the reader. So you have to mention how it helps with the surprise itself. So that would look like this for the beginning of the paragraph. So we've got the thesis, we've got what I just stated on the other page, right? I did bring in a lead-in that says "this text says" right before I said the quote, so it kind of helps to transition into it. So you can think about adding something like that to help in your transitions. But for the most part, it is thesis statement, quote, and then note. We have to tell where we got it from. That's the in-text citation. So you put in parentheses the author's name, which this one, his last name is Poe. So we put parentheses Poe, in parentheses, and the period goes after that, not within the quote like we usually do. And then last but not least, this is what it would really start with. We've got the author uses the specific order to create surprise in the story. Whatever thesis statement you want to use there, you can use any of the ones that are in this presentation as well. And then we've got the exact same thing we were just talking about. And it says, and then we've got the next piece. So you are coming up with a quote, so like one of these, to add here. Then you put Poe, just like this, right after it. And then tell us why it proves your claim. And then you can end it with this restatement or this restatement before. And that is your paragraph. You're done. So you literally have this as your beginning. And then you need to add in your quote, your in-text citation after it, your reasoning, and then just add this last part to the end and you are done. If you have any questions about it, need any help, feel free to come into Open Help 2 to 2:45 Monday through Thursday, or you of course can email, call, Skype as well. Today we reviewed the skill of using the evidence to support your answer and used in-text citations after quotes or summaries of the text. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a wonderful day.